have I got a cool story for you. This is a story called Millie, Molly, and Grandpa's Oak Tree. And this is a great one to read or to sit and watch with mum or dad or somebody special in your home. Grandpa and Granny Pig lived on the edge of town in a house that had been there forever. Can you see the house? Right there. And look at this big tree up behind them. In their garden grew the biggest oak tree Millie and Molly had ever seen. "My oak tree is 100 years old," said Grandpa, "and by Granny Pig's reckoning will soon be 100 years old too." Wow, 100 years old? That's amazing. Grandpa and Granny Pig belonged to everyone. Everyone had enjoyed a pot of strawberry jam from Granny Pig's pantry. Oh, can you see she's making the strawberry jam right there? And everyone's woodshed had been given a barrow of Grandpa's firewood during moments of hardship. Oh, he's so kind, isn't he? What a lovely man. It's very nice of him. Everyone, especially Millie and Molly, loved Grandpa and Granny Pig. Oh, and can you see? They're having big cuddles with them. One day, Grandpa woke up after a good night's sleep and still felt sleepy. Millie and Molly were very surprised to find him still in bed on a sunny day. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. When Granny Pig suggested they fetch Dr. Smiley, they ran as fast as their little legs would take them. "Now there's nothing to worry about," Dr. Smiley confronted Granny Pig. "Grandpa is wearing out. It's time he went a little slower." But when Granny Pig went back to her kitchen, Dr. Smiley kindly said to Grandpa, "You must prepare for Granny Pig's future. You may not see another winter, but she could live to be 100. Oh, just like the oak tree." Grandpa leapt out of bed. Millie and Molly and Granny Pig knew better than to argue with Grandpa, and besides, they were relieved to see him back to his old self. Can you see? He's ready to jump out of bed. Oh my goodness gracious. By the end of the day, Grandpa's woodshed was full of firewood, and Millie and Molly had made a stack of all the small bits for kindling. Can you see? He stacked up everything so perfectly tidy. By the end of the next day, Grandpa had filled the pantry with jam from the strawberries in his garden, and Millie and Molly had labelled all the jars. Gosh, they've been very busy, haven't they? Well, it's good when you work in a team like that because everybody can help each other. The day after, all the pumpkins were in tidy rows. While Grandpa stacked the top shelf, Millie and Molly stacked the bottom shelf. Can you see? Look at all the delicious pumpkins. And even Millie and Molly are doing their bit. And the day after that, Grandpa had bagged all the potatoes and given Millie and Molly each a pocketful of little ones to take home for their dinner. Oh, I love potatoes. The next day, Millie and Molly found Grandpa sitting under his oak tree with a basket full of acorns. "Look," he said, "who would believe that this little fellow could grow into a mighty oak tree?" "Can we plant acorns in our gardens?" Millie and Molly asked. "You certainly can," said Grandpa. "Promise me you will water them and look after them, and one day you will have oak trees of your own to sit under." Wow, that is so cool. Grandpa had one last chore to do before he hopped into bed. He wrote, "My dear Granny Peg, there are enough pumpkins, potatoes, and firewood to last you until you are 100 years old, and there's enough strawberry jam for everybody. Please put me under the oak tree, and I will wait for you there. Love from Grandpa." The next morning, he had gone. One day, a town planner came to visit. "Granny Peg," he said, "the council would like to cut down your tree and move your house to make way for a new highway." "I won't leave Grandpa," said Granny Peg. He can go too," said the town planner. "Oh no, he can't," said Granny Peg. "He's waiting for me under the oak tree. Can you see? There's Millie and Molly, Grandma, and there's Grandpa." Fortunately, the town planner was a tree lover. He agreed Grandpa and his oak tree should not be disturbed. Granny Peg thanked the town planner for being so understanding and gave him a pot of strawberry jam. Grandpa's calculations were perfect. Granny Peg enjoyed her 100th birthday, and before she hopped into bed, she put the last piece of firewood on her fire. The next morning, she too had gone. Granny Peg had only just been reunited with Grandpa under the oak tree when the bulldozer moved in. Can you see? There's the bulldozer. There's their house. If your highway kinks around a very old tree, it may well be Grandpa's oak tree. And if you find an acorn, plant it in your garden, water it and take care of it, and one day you too will have an oak tree of your own to sit under. Well, isn't that a very special story? Millie, Molly, and Grandpa's oak tree. See you next time. Bye.